right, everybody. Hello there and welcome to today's stream. The other side of the screen there is not behaving. I don't approve. Hi there. So I'm here. Hang on, I gotta dock my switch properly so that we're actually in, and that should do it. So I'm back today with some more of the adorableness that is Animal Crossing. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. Hang on one second. I don't know why this is being difficult. Okay. Wait for it. I plugged it in right. It's not like it's hard, it's two things. Oh, there we go. Hooray! Dock my switch. Realistically, it probably already is a euphemism, Rev. But hi! Good to see you, as always. So, first thing, let me please say that I hope that the stream quality is okay. I went into my OBS settings and I changed a few things. Hopefully it will be for the better. I'm trying to monitor my FPS. It looks like I'm okay, but just please let me know if it's not. All right, so we are back on Isla de Danyface over here. So a lot has happened since I streamed last week. First, I got a new outfit, which is always exciting to have and get. But more importantly than that, I actually got a 5-star rating for my island. So I'm like, whoa, hooray, winning! I'm super stoked about having the 5 stars. It doesn't really matter that much. You get like a few minor upgrades and a few other little things like that. So it's not like a huge thing, but I think it's still cool at least. Yes, Rev, I bought most of it on your island because it's awesome. Look, everybody's going for walks. They're so cute. So I've got a bunch of stuff to do today. I'm really excited for a decent amount of it. I've got to finish collecting all of my fossils. I need to head over to Blathers. And for my visitor today, I've got Red, the art dealer. So I have to go and hopefully find whatever the real art is that he's got. But yeah, so this is my island. I've done a significant amount of construction here, fixing up everything and making individual orchards for all 5 of the main fruits in the game. I'm probably going to reduce this because I currently have it set up so that I can have 16 of each tree, and that seems excessive. Oh, look, it's Bluebear taking a rest. Hi, Bluebear. Oh, it's Bluebear. It's so cute. Yeah, so the golden watering can is really the only actual shtick thing that you get for getting 5 stars. I should say you get the DIY recipe for it so that you can make it for yourself. You can always, make one and give it away or whatever. But yeah, that's really the only main reward for it. That said, it is pretty cool. All of the golden tools last much longer than their regular counterparts, and they also they can also do specific things, or at least the watering can is able to. But yeah, I'm probably, like I said, going to rearrange things. I'm not super worried about money at this point. I've got a decent amount. I'm also rather heavily invested in the stock market with a bunch of turnips in my basement. But yeah, I'm still working on getting a bunch of different hybrids, so I'm really excited about that. I also made this little spa area up here, which I'm pretty happy about. I think it turned out really nicely. It's a nice little relaxation spa thing right next to my house. So it's pretty fun. And look, it's Mithwin. Hi, Mithwin. I actually haven't checked my mail today. Let's see what we got. Mithwin sent me something. Aww. I'm going to read what Bud said. Call me Dr. Bunny. Nice. Bud is my jock. I don't know what Maethawin said. I'll read it later. Maybe. Or whatever. Alright, so let's go visit Red real quick. I've got a few other things to show you guys as well. I'm super excited. Yeah, you need to have the whole golden watering can thing and pour it on there in order for black roses to get the possibility of gold roses. All right, so this is Red's boat. If you all have never seen it, young children, please avert your eyes away from the fake statue of David that he's got there. So the idea is that I think it's only one, maybe two of the things are actually real. And so you have to look at them to make sure that they're actually real. Like this one, for example, is fake. I would love to have the Vitruvian Man, but this one is fake. It's got the coffee stain in the corner. That's not the real one. So it's unfortunate. But yeah, it should be red. It will, don't worry. It will be red, Maethawin. So I think this one is probably the real one, the Van Gogh. Part of the thing is that all of these have like a shtick that you can use to understand if they're fake. I honestly don't know. The thing is, I've got the other one. Dang it, I can't remember the name of it. La Megdera, whatever the one behind this is. I already have that in my museum. So Las Meninas, that's the one. I already have that one, so there's not really much of a point in me buying it again. I don't know. I mean, it's $5,000. I know the other two are fake for sure. So we'll see how it goes. I have no idea. But incidentally, if the Las Meninas is real and anybody needs it, then please let me know. Because you can get it. If memory serves, it has to do with the dude's arm in the back. And like if he's like touching the door frame or if it's away from it. I honestly don't know. You want the statue of David? But it's fake, Rev! It's like super fake. The dude's holding a book. David don't need no book. He can't read. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, sure, you can come by and grab it if you want. I don't care. I can't buy it if I wanted it anyway. I actually already have it in my catalog, but I can't purchase it, unfortunately. It really sucks, because after you get the art things, even though they're in your catalog that you can access, you're not actually allowed to purchase them again. I smell! What the fudge? Maethawin, that's rude! Even if you said it while sending me a gift, that is inappropriate. I do not approve of that. Even though you gave me an angled signpost. And I need it. Whatever. I don't care. You're still mean. So, if you guys remember, this is my little garden area. And you can see, I got a golden rose! Technically, I actually got two of them. But one of them I gave away to Rev. Because he was nice enough to provide me with a purple rose. Because I have not been able to get a stupid purple rose. I have been doing all of my genetics all correctly. So all of these guys are hybrid flowers in some way, shape, or form. And I've got two patches here and this one right here where I'm effectively just trying to grow up hybrids so that they can just sort of spawn and spawn and spawn. And then I'm able to move them off wherever I want to place them. The problem is that I have not been able to get a stupid purple rose. It's so frustrating. But essentially all of these beds here are for propagating specific crosses of hybrids. So like here the blue and the red pansy, that's supposed to give me, I think it's a purple if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm going like full on genetics with this whole thing. All of these things right here, these are all seed planted flowers that will give me the initial F1 family crosses, or the F1 generation crosses, that I'll be able to use, potentially, depending on which ones they are, in order to grow other ones. And then I've got the same thing up here. This is just sort of a generic crossing area. So again, I can try and get some specific things to mate together. Got the same thing down here as well. These are all grown from seeds, as are these above me, right here. So needless to say, I'm like leaning heavy into the hybrid flower genetics. Essentially, I'm just trying to get to the point where I get the hybrids I want, so I can then just sort of propagate them over and over and over. And then I'll probably I'll probably end up what's it called? I'll probably end up getting rid of most of the stuff, especially at the front of my island, so that I can put out some different stuff there, essentially. So yeah, I'll do online play. Oh, thanks, Mathewin. I think it's looking okay. Like I said, I'm really not happy with the way the whole orchard thing came out. I think it's just too big, honestly. And so I'd like to shrink it down to get some more space for other stuff. Like I'd like to put in some elevated areas and things like that. The biggest problem that I have with with doing that, though, is I have a ton of fencing associated with it. So all of this wall here, this is all Zen wall, which I really like the look of, first off. But the problem is I'd have to get rid of the vast majority of it whenever I shrink this down to whatever I might end up doing. So that's a huge problem as far as I'm concerned, because then I would lose my 5-star rating, and I don't really want to do that. So it kind of sucks. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm assuming that's Rev on the way now. I don't know if Blathers can assess fossils while somebody's here. I don't think he can. Incidentally, I love this. The pond raised tropical fish. It always makes me laugh. It's really funny. But yeah, there's lots of random little stuff to do today. I gotta pick some hybrids of various sorts. I did actually get a windflower hybrid that I've been waiting for, which is a red hybrid flower, which came from two. So basically, I have the parental generation, which made the F1 generation. I take two individuals from the F1 generation from two different crosses, cross those two, and I get a phenotype, that is to say physical appearance, that looks like one of the original parental generations, but because it is a hybrid, it has a different genetic aspect to it. Look at how fantabulous Rev is looking up in here. Friggin', oh god, what's his name? D'Artagnan. Looking like D'Artagnan. But yeah, it's super cool. You can't do it. Like I said, I kind of figured that. But either way, so I drastically changed the layout for my museum. One thing that I did do is I went over here. I put out these signs, so I've got the houses and then the museum, because houses and museum are both this way. Look at Rev with his fancy golden watering can. Whoa, so cool. Whoa. So cool. So yeah, this is my housing district. This is Doc. Doc is basically me. He is amazing. He is a lazy rabbit who aspires to be a programmer. And he has a periodic table poster in his house. And it is awesome. Alright, so this is the entrance to my museum. I'm really proud of this. I think it looks really super cool. What's the point of the wave breaker? It's to break waves, obviously. I can't have tsunamis coming all up on my island. More likely, it's just because I needed island decoration. But no, it doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, this is where sort of my museum park is. So I've got these roped off areas here. I've got my rocket ship and my lunar lander. I need to get the lunar rover. I need to get the lander. I don't have the lunar lander yet, but that's what's going to go there. I also built a little archaeological dig site which I think is really cute and adorable. And I put some extra fossils down there so that if people want, they can come in and dig them up. I just thought it was kind of a cute little thing to do. Aw, dang. I can't build fences, though. So that's the only issue, is enabling access to people, because I want to finish up these two guys right here. I've got I believe it's a Diplosaurus and a T-Rex. So I'm just waiting on getting extras of the skulls so I can finish off those as a display piece. Here I've got my money island. So this one right here on the right side is from today. This one over here is from yesterday. Unfortunately, I forgot to do my money tree yesterday. So now I can't do it, and so I couldn't get rid of my old one, unfortunately. So, yeah. But that's pretty much my little island tour. It's pretty cool. I think... Oh, you guys haven't seen my new house! Or did you see my new house? I don't remember. So I've gotten really good ratings from Happy Home Academy now. I've gotten all of this good stuff here. I've got it all nice and organized with some nice little plants all over the place. I think it looks really cool. I got my nice little succulent. It's so pretty. And then back here is my my workout area. So I added in the wall fan there. I also changed the flooring, so now I've got the rubber flooring instead of the tatami mat. It's a little bit better for when you're doing weightlifting, you know what I'm talking about. So I've got that, and then over here, this other side. This is still my DJ room, or I shouldn't say DJ. I should say it's my music room, because it has all my musical accoutrement. I did add that clock relatively recently. Surfing KK. I like it. That's my jam, yo. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we got that. Across the way, this is my room. I've turned it into like a bedroom / study. I've got the cool puzzle floor because I love games, and then I've got the awesome book wall, which is truly one of my favorite walls to be had. And I still have my race car bed because I gotta have my race car bed. Dance and desk. Oh, I don't know what to show. I haven't shown much. But I guess I can dance. I'm tired. I only have name stuff. I need better stuff for my desk. I don't have neat little things. I think I showed most of this. I don't remember if I showed these guys. It's a neat little carved out gemstone. It's meant to be two little hearts next to each other. It's so pretty. I don't know what it's actually made out of. It feels like hematite. It's obviously very, very smooth. But it's just very adorable. Oh, speaking of which, I'm super excited because I backed a Kickstarter a while ago to get gemstone dice. And I'm so looking forward to it. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. So this is my kitchen area up here. You can see I've got some turnips on the table because turnips are what for dinner. I added in the wood-burning stove. I didn't have that a while ago. But I've got a few other neat little accoutrements in here. So yeah, I think it turned out kind of nicely. I think it looks pretty cool. Overall, at least. I'm debating about swapping around the floor, though. So we'll see how that goes. And then in the basement, this is where the majority of my turnips are. I am super excited because I believe Rev gave it to me, but I have the circuit board flooring now for my science room. And Maithuin actually hooked me up with these iron tables. She actually got me the DIY so I can make some more like basically workbenches so I can add more sciencey stuff. I'm super excited. It's pretty awesome. And my favorite thing in here is still this server, because as soon as I saw that, I was like, I have to own that server because it's a freaking server. Like, come on. Like, we have to do our computer science stuff. And then the only issue that I have is the whiteboard, because the whiteboard is the schedule version of the whiteboard, and I'd really rather have like the math or some other whiteboard. I also would love to have the periodic table poster to put on the walls at some point. I haven't seen it, but if I ever do, I'm sure that I'll at least try to pick it up. So I bought a couple of other things at Rev's house as well, or at Rev's Island. So I got the fun sofa, I got a book, which I think is a new type of book for me, and then of course all the different clothes. So these are those are the old clothes I was wearing when I went to visit Rev. So the server was just at Nooks. It was just a random thing that I got when I went to visit. So yeah, as soon as I saw it, I picked it up. It was something like $100K. It was really pricey, but just a server. Like, come on, I have to have it. So yeah, I grabbed it as soon as I saw it. Essentially, now I gotta make myself a new axe. So the axe, I need wood, I need stone, and iron. I believe. Is it tree branch? Might be tree branch. Can never remember exactly what some of these things are. Yeah, it's tree branch. See? I knew it. Incidentally, hi Timmy, Tommy, Tony. Great to have you as always. One thing that I always try to do in this game is I always try to have lots of extra of all of the various crafting materials, so that no matter what, I've got some on hand or easily accessible. All the other art is fake? Well, I'm glad that the one that I got is real, so that's good. Alright, that's it for me. I also picked up a bunch more seeds because this way I can be more assured of where my hybrids are coming from, which is always nice to be safe about, essentially. So whenever I see some unusual seeds or ones that I normally don't get on my island, I'll tend to pick up 5 or 10 of them so I can have a bunch on hand. And whenever like a leaf visits, so the sloth that comes by and sells the seeds, so you can see I've got a bunch in storage here for whatever my seed needs may be. Statue of Dave by Mike Angels. I hear that guy is an excellent sculptor. I have heard many tales of Mike Angels' sculptures of awesomeness. Alright, this. Oh, and let me see if I can showcase a cool trick that that Rev turned me on to as well. Actually, I shouldn't have done that one. I should have done the other one, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Dang it, now everything's going to be out of order. I gotta redo this. Shoot! So dumb. This is the one that I should have cut down. See, now all my stuff is gonna be uneven. It's gonna be all goofy. Man. And like I said, after this, I'll see if I can showcase a neat little trick. So I'm gonna grab my bells to berry. Wait, nope. This is what I'm gonna berry. Ha! My brain is not all there today, guys. I am sorry. I am just, woo! I am a little bit out of it. No right angle? I'm more a fan of the obtuse angle of the three Angle brothers. Obviously, Michael Angle, Raphael Angle, Donatello Angle. Donatello tends to be the most obtuse, which is ironic because we associate him fairly extensively with science, at least in the Ninja Turtle world. Bye, Rev. It was great having you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Now, I think I can still do stuff while the gates are open. It's just if somebody is here visiting, I can't do anything. So the first thing I want to do is I want to try to find my 4th fossil. I've only got... Oh, I've got all 4 of them. Ha! See, this is why we always check, kids. And look, I got the giant lifeguard stand for my little pool. Awesome. Thanks so much for watering the flowers, Rev. I appreciate it. Here, Timmy Tommy Tony, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is my fun little dig site that I made next to my museum. It's super adorable. I'm probably going to change it up a little bit over the weeks, but we'll see. And now it is safe. Another dance? It's not even a dance, it's a pose. Y'all don't understand nothing. Alright, let's assess some fossils. Oh, I'm still waiting on freaking CJ to show up. I've got like 50 fish in my storage. Just waiting. Just waiting. You got 3 new fossils today? That is insane. It's been like days since I've gotten new fossils. Diplo neck. I love that the neck is a separate part of a fossil. Ridiculous. Oh, Tiny, you got Flick? Nice. Let me see which one this is. Because this might be Diplo. Oh, Megacera. Ah! It's all wrong! There we go. This I know is T-Rex. That I know for sure. You don't like Flick? Flick is awesome. But yeah, seriously, I need CJ, like, immediately. Because the sheer number of ridiculous things that I've got ready to sell him is not even fun. Gotta get all my summer shells. And I don't think I got my bottle. Oh, this is Leopold! So, Leopold is my newest resident. He is an aspiring professor. So between him and Doc, I essentially have the full-fledged scientist awesomeness personality, which is super cool. Although they're both lazy, which is kind of weird. Favorite pop star? Yay! A shell rug. Sure, I'll take it. He bugs me. Oh, Tiny! You're so funny! So I picked up a surfboard while I was at Rev's place. Now I'm just trying to see if it's a new one. I'm fairly certain it is new. So I just wanted to have my cool little 4-sided thing here. Actually, let me push this back one more space. Because that way I'll still have room to move. That is a cute sofa. Did I put the surfboard away instead of the cute sofa? Why didn't you guys tell me that? Hey, it's a hermit crab. Hola, hermit crab. You're super cute. And you're funny looking, but that's okay because you're still cute. Yeah. Oh, turnip prices are up. Nice. There you go. Shell rug. So giant clams. Not too terrible. It's 3x3. It's huge. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's a big rug. That's as big as a rug that you can get. Look, I have, like, sort of Coney Island type of thing. I need a hot dog stand. But it's like partial Coney Island-ish, sort of. What was I going to do? I was going to do something important. Oh, yeah, also, these are all fruit trees up here. So these are my nursery fruit trees. They're all fully grown now, though. Because, again, the problem is that I'm probably going to cut back on my orchard. because it's just so huge. I don't like having so much stuff just laying around. Yeah, it's frustrating. So now I gotta move some flowers around. I gotta sell some flowers that I don't need. I also need my surfboard. That's why I came back. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with this game, just know that it is like ridiculously adorable. Oh shoot, did I not post this? I posted it. I clicked post now. Dang it. I just realized that my social thing didn't actually post. I had typed it all up and everything. I clicked post now, but I guess I like missed the button slightly or something because it didn't actually post. So now we're like halfway through and it doesn't really matter. Incidentally, I now have red corner and blue corner for the boxing ring too. So, boom. I'm excited. Yeah, for sure, Rev. No problem. Feel free to mail me the stuffs. Maybe one sent me something else. For science! Science! Thank you, Mathewin! What I get, what I get, what I get, what I get. Chalkboard! Yes! You guys, that means that I can be like a real scientist. Oh my god! Fun fact. There is an infamous chalk company. I want to say it's in Japan or something like that. But apparently mathematicians just go completely gaga over this particular chalk. And apparently it shut down a few years ago. So all of these mathematicians were scrambling to try and stockpile this particular brand of chalk. Apparently it's just like the creme de la creme, best of the best chalk that you can possibly get. But it's just like so cool and so awesome. And it just makes me laugh because it's like, it's chalk, you guys. Like, come on. It's chalk. But apparently, it's like this super crazy thing. So I will say that as a scientist, we're not really big on the chalk stuff. We're more about whiteboards. That's more our speed. So I think pretty much every lab I've worked in has had some semblance of the like whiteboard wall, where you can buy the special paint that allows the wall to act like a whiteboard. My roommate, when I was in grad school, even did it to one of the walls in his room, where he painted it with a whiteboard paint, and so he would draw all over it. It was crazy. Either that or he just bought a giant whiteboard. One of the two. Either way, he had a huge amount of space for whiteboard stuff in his room. And it was kind of neat. He was studying neurodegenerative diseases. So there was always all sorts of cool stuff when it came to... oh shoot, I don't want to sell those. When it came to looking at things like... looking at things like neuroanatomy and neurochemistry and interactions with development and all that kind of stuff. It was really, really fascinating stuff. So there's your science stuff for the day for anybody who cares. Bud! So that's Bud. He's wearing a shirt that I gave him. It's all flowery and beautiful. On that note, these are the Able sisters. So there is a third Able sister who comes to visit every once in a while. And she gives you like freebies for working here. Incidentally, I did purchase the watermelon hat because it's a watermelon hat. I also have a pineapple hat, if anybody is interested. It's a pineapple hat. Like, come on, how could you not be? So Sable is really interesting because if you talk to her enough, then eventually she'll give you patterns that you can use on your furniture. So I have reached that point where I'm able to get various furniture pattern stuff from her. You just go in like every day for a week, and then eventually she'll start giving them to you, and then you can do it relatively regularly. Let's see, pineapple cap. This is so cute. I already got my watermelon hat, so I don't need another one. But, I mean, come on, pineapple hat. It's like, come on. It's super cute. One thing that I can do now also, or that I will be able to do probably tomorrow, is finish up my cosplay of King George. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, that reminds me. There's another cosplay that I wanna get set up here. So let me see. Am I all done with everything? I think I am. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and put the chalkboard down. I can't put the chalkboard down. My basement's full of turnips. I can't put down the chalkboard yet. But thank you again, Maithwin, for sending that. I really, really appreciate it. And let me see if Rev has sent over the giant clams. Let's see here for the shell rug. I forgot to push the button. That's my B. My B. Alright, so let me do a couple of quick things here. So this is really all the game is. It's super adorable. It's super fun. You get to go around doing stuff and like making your island whatever you want your island to be. It's just amazingly cute, and it is far, far too easy to sink dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of hours into this game. Literally. It's insane. That said, it's obviously not for everybody, but I find it super adorable, and it fits well with my personality of wanting to do stuff like this. So that's just me. Incidentally, Rev, did you see how I've got my tools like up on the top row there? Huh? My axe had broken, so that's why it wasn't there, but yeah. See that? Alright, bye, Tiny. Be good. Make sure that you listen to your mom. Alright, we shall make a shell rug. So I'm curious what this looks like. I honestly don't know if I have space for it. Get a gold star for organization. Let me just see. Yeah, I didn't think it would let me. I might be able to fit it here, just so I can see what it looks like. Oh, look at that bad boy. That looks pretty sweet. It's strange the way that things work in terms of how you place them down. It gets really annoying. So yeah, just FYI. So I'll go and I will mail that back really quickly just to get that over with. Actually, I'll just send it directly to EA. So that way it'll be easier. And then we're gonna go work on a couple of fun cosplays that I've got. So like my King George cosplay, I still need a golden rose, and I also need a golden scepter. I can't? Why? I mean, if I can't, I won't, but if I can, I will. We'll see. I thought I had added EA as a friend, but maybe I didn't. I don't think she's ever been in my island. Yeah, I guess I haven't. We'll see. Oh yeah, I guess I can't. Ah, see, Cole is my friend. I've got Timmy Tommy Tony as a friend. Why don't I have EA as a friend? So sad. Gotta send it to Rev. Oh, you don't have the family plan? That'll do it. Here, I'll use the fancy thing here. Alright, and now we'll say for a... Oops. Wait. For... No! The controls sometimes get aggravating when I'm trying to do stuff. For a shell of a room. I need exclamation points. Now, come on, that is hilarious, right? There we go. Hooray! And of course we're friends, Timmy, Tommy, Tony, because we are awesome. And collectively, we become more awesome. Alright, time to work on some cosplays. Now, one thing that I'm curious about for my King George cosplay is the pants that I'm going to wear. I don't know if I have proper nobility pants of some sort. For my other cosplay, I have something that will work, but it's not technically accurate. So, y'all need to calm down when I put it on, okay? I'm just telling y'all right now, you need to calm down. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to build my my scepter here. I was thinking red pants. Red pants for King George. So see, I got the gold scepter. I've got all of this crazy gold stuff. It's pretty ridiculous. It's really cool looking. Don't get me wrong, but it's just crazy. Alright, so golden nuggets and star fragments. Let me see here. Oh, for your cavalier? Well, yeah. Catch fish. I've got to do that. After this. Remind me, folks, I need to catch fish. Talk to my neighbors, but social interaction. Oh, fun fact, if you guys didn't know. Whenever you have Nook Mile stuff waiting, like on this list, instead of scrolling all the way through, you can just tap on the right stick and it'll jump right to whatever's waiting. I can't demonstrate it directly, but just FYI. I can't craft something. I need to get all my stuff first. Alright, so we need some gold. Need some gold nuggies. Star fragments. Alright. So this, like I said, this will be part of my King George cosplay. Well, I say cosplay, but, you know, whatever. So for anybody unfamiliar with the wands, the way it works is that you can save particular outfits. And once you save the outfit, then you can basically instantly change to it without needing to carry the clothes around with you. So it's kind of nice. It also doesn't put what you're wearing into storage or into your inventory. So it makes it kind of easy. All right, so I need to edit my steampunk here. Swap clothes. So I got some steampunk goggles not too long ago. I just need to add them on here. There we go. I think that's it. Do I have a better hat? What's a better hat for steampunk? I don't really have one, unfortunately. I do also need an astronaut costume. That would be super cool. Alright, so there's my steampunk one. So now, I need to create an outfit. Ah! Don't look at my nakedness! I should be ashamed of myself. Alright, so let's do King George here. Alright, so we need royal shirt. We need... I guess noble pants might work-ish. sort of. I don't know if I have a dress up that's appropriate. Can dress up like the Tiger King. I mean, the Caesar one is always good too. More goggles are always better. Oh, yeah, I would love to have the aviator ones. I should wear this goofy crown. But no, I got my real crown for my King George outfit. All right, so for this, I'm leaning towards gold monocle. And then I can do... I need better high socks. I mean, that sort of works, at least for the time being. But then so I was leaning towards doing the mage shoes because they look kind of nobility-ish, you know? And that it's kind of the closest thing that I've got, unfortunately, as far as good King George stuff is concerned. But this works reasonably well. So we are going to call this You'll be back. King George. Alright, now for my snazzy outfit, we're going to change this to my other cosplay. Right? So see if y'all can figure it out. I imagine that some of you will be able to figure out relatively easily. Don't know if I've got proper... Like I said, I'm making do with what I can here. See, I just can't do it, you guys. I'll leave it as snazzy for the time being, at least. Uncle Pennybags. No, it's not Uncle Pennybags. I forgot a key component. There we go. Swap it out, and now we need to add in that guy. And now we have succeeded. Sort of. Mostly. Approximately. As best as I can. Leave it alone. I'm on a budget. Into... I don't know how to spell tuxedo. Nobody knows how to spell tuxedo. Wait. Back. Wait. Can we go back? Yes. There we go. Tuxedo... mask. Hooray! Now, incidentally, if anybody has a white superhero mask, then it will better perfect my tuxedo mask cosplay. So, huzzah. And check me out with my King George. I think it works pretty well. I'm just saying. Like, I got my golden scepter, I got my fancy red coat, I got my fancy crown. Like, I think it's working. I even got the fancy curl tip booties. Like, come on. I mean, it's not bad. At least. The only thing I would consider now also is potentially changing the facial hair. The problem with facial hair is I don't have a lot of options in that regard. So many fashion items. I could add the glasses with the mustache. That might help. So I've got the fancy curly mustache. I think I've got like the beard, like what I have in real life. Or at least I did. Maybe I put it on one of my wand outfits. But that's all I've got, unfortunately. One thing that kind of annoys me about the wand outfits is that you can't include hairstyles and colors with them. You have to do a generic, all-encompassing hairstyle and things. So, like for this one, I've got my... I still have my blue hair, even though you can't see it. Just like with the science one, you can see my blue hair much more clearly, obviously. But like that hairstyle and color doesn't change when I swap my outfit to the other ones. My DJ preliminaries. Ooh! 50 internet points to anybody who understands the joke behind calling myself DJ Polymerase. So see, my cycling one, that's where my beard is. Because it looks like me when I go on bike rides. Except for the high tops. I don't wear high tops when I ride, personally. See, I think the wand, it's kind of a cute thing. Like, I don't mind just wearing the same clothes the whole time. Jesus. Calm down, bro. Jeez. You get very excited. Your appearances are artisanal and handcrafted. Like that, but that's why I prefer having the wand, because it means that you can have a little bit more versatility. Like, I enjoy the way that I still craft and design all of my stuff, and they still mean something to me personally, you know? Oh, right, I can't do it while I do the wand. That's the biggest problem that I face, honestly. Is that if you're dressed up as something with the wand, then you can't shop, which seems stupid. But whatever. I will say though, Rev has some of the best outfits that I have seen in the game. It's pretty awesome. So let me see. I could go Daisy Duke, which would be nice. Pineapple Cap. I feel like there's something in Pineapple Cap. I feel like there's got to be something there, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything really solid for any of my stuff right now. Unfortunately. I actually didn't mean to talk to her about whatever. Trashy Skull t-shirt until... Oh! Also, fun fact. I changed my island's tune thing. Oh! Let's talk to Zucker. Oh! My octopus has fleas because apparently that makes sense. Oh, sorry, Blue Bear! Sorry! I didn't mean to boop you. Hold still! There we go. And then you changed into D'Artagnan. Ha! I was right. It is D'Artagnan. I knew it. Poor Blue Bear. Alright, so Island Tune. I want to see if anybody recognizes it. I hope you all do, but I genuinely don't know if you will. I think I have to talk to Isabelle to get it to play. So we'll see. Oh, let me see if there's anything good here, too. Real quick. Mattis, I've got. Spiky, I've got. This is an excellent way to create a Vietnam-era style prison camp for your visitors who tend to wander around. So whenever you get like Daisy May or Sahara or those folks who tend to wander off and everything, just put them in the internment camp temporarily. You know where I learned that? Maethywin. She taught me. She taught me how to be evil. Hashtag free Daisy May. Plastic pool? That's actually kind of cute. I might buy that. Straw hat! I could be like the guy from, oh my god, One Piece. Oh, right, and holes are so much better. You still trap them. Oh, so the only reason you don't use fences is because it blocks all the people from going in to the exhibits where you house all of your visitors. That's what it is. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Terrible person, Maethywin. Terrible. There's my island theme. You guys heard it. Oh! Yeah! Yuck. So that's CJ. CJ is over here giving feedback on my island, but he doesn't show up. Alright, so everybody take a listen. Alright, ready? One more time. I will say it's a famous theme from a famous game. Well, game series. It's a famous little tidbit from a very popular game series that has been around, God, since before I was born. Well, right about when I was born. Okay, what did I want to do? Ew, I got a flea. Gross. I didn't know that the bases from Red Hot Chili Peppers could infect people. Oh, I promised to try and show you guys the little trick that that Rev talked about. So, for anybody who plays this, you know that sometimes when you shake a tree, wasps will come out. Oh, also money comes out. But if a wasp comes out, then you're much better served being able to shake on the bottom. It's Spooky Ghost! I got Spooky Ghost! This is the second day in a row I got Spooky Ghost. Spooky Ghost is so cute, you guys! So cute. You gotta catch all of the pieces of Wisp's spirit so that he can be complete again. It's super cute. Okay, so let's see if I get a wasp nest at some point real quick. I'll go keep shaking trees. Essentially, though, if you shake at the bottom of the tree, then you don't have to run from the wasps and reposition yourself. Instead, you can just immediately press the button and you catch them. Makes it so much easier. So thank you very much, Rev, for that. Yeah, so with Wisp, I have gotten to the point where I just ask him for a new whatever the thing is, regardless of what he's offering. So the idea with Wisp is that, and most of the other visitors to the island, this is how you get new stuff, essentially. So while I'm looking for Wisp, I'll also get some fishing done as well. One thing that I really, really hate about this controller is it doesn't vibrate. It drives me insane. I am so used to having the controller vibrate and because it really helps me determine when the fish bite. And now I just have to do it with the visual cue. And it's really difficult. So part of the reason I'm fishing now is first because I have the Nook Miles thing to try and get a lot of miles out of it, And second, because it's raining. So that means I can potentially catch a coelacanth. If I'm very lucky. And if I have the reflexes for it on a visual cue. Oh, mother! Oh! See, that's what I'm talking about. I got the itchy bobber finger. It's a very famous issue. Oh, sweet! I'll take it. I have not caught a gar before. Incidentally, what you just saw, you may have noticed that when I caught it, my character was like, yes, I caught a gar. Whenever it says yes, when you catch something, that means it's new. It's the first time you have caught it. And as we all know, the rule is that the first one goes to the owl. So, I mean, this is common knowledge. Everybody knows this, right? Anytime you catch something, the first one always goes to the owl. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do Wisp's thing here relatively quickly because I gotta get going. I'm hungry. And I will also see if I can catch a coelacanth for you guys. I really doubt I'll be able to get the coelacanth, but there is a possibility that I'll be able to finish the Wisp thing relatively efficiently. The problem is it can be really tough to catch some of the parts because they can be very finicky in terms of exactly where they show up, and they'll like hide behind trees and stuff like that. So it can be very, very aggravating. And I'll still have more stuff to do later on as well. So that stupid scorpion just jumped in the water. Dang it! Not that I would have been able to catch it anyway. That's one of the problems with having those little hoppable pads like that in the middle of the water. The problem is that stuff can spawn on top of them, but then if you jump to it, then they'll like immediately run away or jump away, or in the case of scorpions and tarantulas, run up and bite you and then knock you out, which is aggravating. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Alright, everybody, cross your fingers, toes, etceteras. Various other appendages. God, mother. See, I was so good on that first one, it was just like, boop. And I had it. I was right on it, but here, no, I got nothing. What really sucks is that typically the biggest of the silhouettes, it's either going to be the biggest fish you can get, or it's going to be like a sea bass or a flounder. Those are the two main really common ones. The problem with those is that they sell for some of the lowest amounts of money. So it's really frustrating because you're basically trying to hunt some of the highest expense fish or some of the most valuable fish, and instead you end up with some of the worst fish to catch. Present! So there's also random presents that float by. Shoot! I need my net! And if you shoot the present with a slingshot, then you're able to pick it up. You can find all sorts of cool stuff in these presents. Not clay, because why not? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just buy another net. Fun fact, if you guys don't know, you can buy all of the various tools at Nook's Cranny, particularly after you upgrade to this one, the bigger one. Then you can buy the ones that aren't flimsy, and they're actually like kind of decorative and fun. Like, see, I got the outdoorsy one. It's a little bit pricier, but it means that you don't have to do the crafting. So it's kind of a sweet, easy thing to do. And now I'll be able to go back. So, like I said, I'm really hoping that I'll be able to show you guys the coelacanth and everything. Now, For Rev's edification, we have rearranged everything so that I now have my topside tools, as they say. Please tell me this guy is still floating around over here in my gardens. Oh, incidentally, this is my gardens. I didn't do the full tour earlier. Honestly, I'm probably the most proud of this area. I think it turned out really, really nicely. I'm really happy with it. So, yay! It's a fun little thing. But yeah, it looks like the spirit dude, the wisp dude despawned, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to just wander around and try again. I still got my fishing rod at least. I probably should have bought another fishing rod. This one's almost dead, I'm sure. See? It's another sea bass. I swear, with the sheer amount of sea bass that people are able to catch in this game, we'd be able to feed the entire planet for ever. Incidentally, the sea bass are not ones that I wait for CJ to sell because they're it's not worth it to do. So CJ and Flick are the two characters that buy fish and bugs respectively for 1.5 times the value of the nooklings, as they are referred to. Catfish. So you basically get a little bit more bang for your buck. And obviously it becomes exponentially better when you have the more valuable fish. So, you know how it be. Alright, so there's the third one at least. I want to focus at least mostly on catching the wisp pieces. You don't think it's worth it to stockpile fish? I mean, realistically, it's not, honestly. What's up? I love that you say woo-woo. It's adorable. It's an adorable catchphrase. Oh, you just try and get more when the people arrive? I mean, I can see that as well, but at the same time, if I'm looking at like a coelacanth or a shark or whatever, you know, selling for 15 grand normally, then, you know, getting 22.5 for one fish, and all it costs is a storage spot in my house, I think it's a pretty solid trade-off, and I'm okay with that. That said, I do have the biggest house. I've got all of the upgrades and everything, so I've got like 1,600 storage spots. So I'm not really worried about running out of space. But, I mean, certainly if it's something you're worried about or if it's something you just don't care about, then there's nothing wrong with it. And I know most of the people who share in my Discord, at least, are pretty big investors in the stock market. That's STALK market. So we tend to make decent amounts of money off of that as well. So we're not exactly hurting for stuff, but at the same time, it's I like to make sure I'm getting the most that I can. And plus, it's always fun to go to this thing and, you know, sell 250 grand worth of fish or bugs. It feels strange, but cool. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick lap around to see if I see any of the big silhouettes. So I can, again, just try to catch the coelacanth. That's a relatively big silhouette, but it's not the biggest one. So I'm not going to bother with it. I'm also trying to scare off the smaller silhouettes so that hopefully the bigger ones will spawn. As far as I can tell, there's only a certain number of fish that can be loaded into the world at any given time. So I try to scare off the smaller ones as much as I can. Stupid seagulls. Well. Okay, so I guess that'll be it as far as that's concerned. That should be my... Yay! Got my 5 fish at least. So I got lots and lots of Nook miles. Alright, now let's go talk to our wispy friend. And then I've got to get going because it is that time. Ooh! See, there's always something to do! That said, if you are somebody who is easily distracted, this game becomes... Oh! Jeez! Holy for holies! Woo! Money, money, money! Money! Rolling cash. No. I honestly don't know what happens if you constantly refuse it. I've seen it. There's one RPG. I believe it's Chrono Trigger, but it might be a different one. Where if you constantly say no to one of the main characters to start the quest, then eventually he'll just say, "Fine, don't do it," and you get game over. All right, new furniture. School chair. Does it include a desk? If you are prone to squirrel, this is the game for you. I mean, arguably, it's not the game for you. Ah, shoot! But this means that the watering was reset because now it's raining. Ah, bugger. Well, either way, let's take a look at what the desk looks like, or the chair. I mean, that's a school chair. All right, so I'll put some of this stuff away. The gar I need to send over to Blathers since I hadn't gotten that before. But with that, I am going to get going. It is past my time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by with the adorable, super awesome game. Hopefully, all will be well, happy, and good, and you guys have a great week. I will be back on Saturday, hopefully finishing up Jedi Fallen Order. So hopefully I will see you guys all there. But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves, be safe, have fun, and cross your fingers that we can all get what we want as we are trying to go shopping and do all that kind of stuff in the real world, as well as in Animal Crossing, the adorable game. But with that, thank you guys very, very much. Thanks again, Mathewin, for coming by and giving me the chalkboard, and Rev for coming over and watering some of my flowers. So, yeah, with that, I will see you all on Saturday. Looking forward to it. So, bye-bye.